Hey everybody, Marcus Tuttle with Simplified Home Sales today. Thanks for watching my video. Today's topic is about return on investment, a very important financial literacy tool to have to examine any kind of scenario. There's many complicated formulas out there to figure out your return on investment, but make it easy on yourself and just pay a few bucks and get a 10B2, HP 10B2. And let me show you how to work the controls. It has many functions, but only a few that you'll need to quickly examine the return on investment, whether you're paying a mortgage or receiving some kind of compounded interest instrument, like something with dividends, stocks, growth, things like that, a balloon payment. This will help you quickly divine what the real scenario is. So the 10B2 from HP, you can get it on your smartphone very easily. Let's talk about how to use it. We need to have three pieces of information. We'll solve for the other two. Very quickly, N is for the time horizon, the number of payments that are compounding. The I is the interest rate, whether you're paying interest or receiving it. This is the I, NI. Present value, PV, what the amount of money that we get from a mortgage company lends us, or what we have to pay to get the investment started. So we're going to deal with positive and negative integers. And then we have the payment, whether we're paying it or receiving it, and then the future value. And fully amortizing loans go to zero if you're trying to figure out a mortgage payment. So I've just started out with a 10-year time horizon, 120 months. I put 8%. Thankfully, we're not there yet. Who knows in the mortgage climate. And then we have the present value. How much money are we receiving or paying to start this scenario, to start our time ticking and start accruing interest. So that's 120 on our time horizon, 8% on our interest rate, 100,000 as our present value, and zero. Let's start that off. And we can quickly see, once we enter in those values, we can just push the button and find out what our payment is going to be. In this scenario, it's about $1,213 per month, right? So 8% loan on $100,000 for, let's say you got a 10-year loan, it's going to be $1,213. And what happens if we mess with it and get a balloon payment? So we've already established our time horizon and the amount that we're going to borrow, but we're going to have a remainder, a balloon payment of $50,000. This, when you just enter in the information, you're going to understand that it goes down. It's not $1,213, it's $938 and some change. So we can start to understand these different financial scenarios, whether or not you can really take a license involved in your business decisions, your financial decisions. Let's see, well, back when interest rates weren't 8, let's pretend like they were 4, and they're not 4 right now. So we can see that $100,000 for 10 years, the payment is not $1,213, it's $672. So what a different story that paints, the amount of interest that is paid on a mortgage. It is quickly evident that it looks like over $500 a month difference, which is why the change in interest rate and has caused so much pain in our personal finances, with people getting loans that are 6 and 7% and 6.5%. It's quite a different story from the days of 3%. So it has affected that amount that you need to pay every month. So let's talk about a real estate investment. What does that look like? How can you decide how much you can earn on your money? In the stock market, you hear 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 and 10 plus on these derivatives that have no collateral. You are buying a piece of the business, but nevertheless, they give returns on your money, and it is more liquid than real estate. However, I haven't been able to, well, honestly, I haven't put much money in the stock market or derivatives at all. Quite honestly, it's all been collateralized assets. Even though it's illiquid, real estate has been a vehicle for me. So here's an easy way to figure out whether or not you're going to make any money. quickly put in the fact it's a project that I, in fact, have coming up, and I've just considered the scenario. Put in the time horizon. I had to make it up at this point, 60 months. Let's say I can acquire and renovate this property in this depressed area for $55,000. It's amazingly you can do it. So I'm here to tell you. So I've put in my time horizon at 60 months, and I'm going to invest $55,000. I think that I can probably rent it for $625. I'm not going to get that on month one, but we have to make projections. This is not exact science for talking purposes, but it's an easy way to model your financial functions. So I think that I can invest $55,000 for 60 months and maybe have a property worth $85,000 at the end of 60 months. So if we look at that, our return on the initial $55,000, provided these things are true, is going to be about 20%. This is the gross amount, of course. They'll still have to pay taxes on the gain of the rent and such. However, let's look at what happens if we can do it in not 60 months, but 36 months. We can see that our rate of return, our interest rate, our return on our investment has jumped up to about 26%. Just by creating that equity from 85, that future value of 85,000 is very important. If we didn't have any future value, if our property wasn't going to be worth more at the end of our effort, then our rate of return is not going to look the same. For example, let's see what happens if we reduce the rate even further. If we do it in 36 months, then our rate of return is 26%. If we can do all this and have a property worth $85,000 by doing a renovation, then we will have made 55% on that initial $55,000. And that is a very simplistic yet correct way to look at real estate investments and the return on your investment. So if you want to use my resources, go to my website at Simplified Home Sales. I have a template. I'm pouring everything that I know about real estate into this template, and you can access it, my documents, these various forms that I've collected over the years. I have not created all of them. I've borrowed them and feel like I can post them. I'm not making any warranty of their correctness, but they are more information to utilize for the purpose of real estate investments. But the topic is return on your investment. Use the 10B2, the HP calculator, to analyze your stocks, your real estate investments, your different financial modeling, potential payment on a car, a potential payment on a house. Utilize this for your financial literacy. So reach out to me if I can be of service. My name is Marcus Tuttle, and my resources are at simplifiedhomesales.com, where I show you how to succeed using project management principles. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.